dog's crazy. He's getting better and better though. He's starting to listen more. Well, let's see. George. Look at that. Can you see him? Hey, that boy, George. Yeah, he's doing good. So anyways, I'm gonna work up my deer meat. After you shoot a deer, the work starts, the fun starts. And it's the part of hunting that people don't really talk about or celebrate. But I got a few things going on this week, and one of them being putting that deer in its place, putting it all together. So let's get George out for his morning business tour. Yep, it's a little bit wet. Let's go check the water, George. Ooh. Looking good out there, ain't it, Georgie? So Jan says, Kevin, tell him about the lump on your head. Oh man, 5 staples in the head. I was working on a project for an upcoming video with a friend of mine on the wood lathe. I was standing behind him, and a piece of wood flew off and exploded when it hit something, and a piece knocked me in the noggin, trying to knock some sense into me, and gave me 5 staples in the head. And I'll be in there for another week. Ouch. I actually have 3 different ways of processing deer meat in this video. Some ground, some jerky, and some barbecue. Yeah, let's get it. Alrighty. I've set myself up a little workstation here. I've got that much jerky made and finished already, and it's so good. I love it. So part of deer hunting is taking care of the meat and make sure none of it gets wasted. So this deer that I was blessed with, it's been, today is 8th day. I usually keep mine on ice for 5 to 10 days. So it's time to finish it up. I did start some early, the jerky, because I just knew my schedule, but it turned out really good so far. Some people can't stand the thought of making jerky out of the back straps, but it's perfect. It's so good. There's a thin layer of skin or a film that has to come off because you don't want that on your jerky. I try to slice mine about 1/3, maybe 1/2 of an inch at the most thick. I always try and cut across the grain so that it's less chewy. And when I get something that's scrambly like this, I'll clean it up and put it in with the stuff that I have to grind, because some of it you just can't make jerky out of. You gotta grind it. So when you're cleaning deer, there's 2 kinds of fat. One you can cut right through like cold butter. That one doesn't taste as bad. That one tastes good. But the one you can't cut through, that slimy, stringy stuff, that's got to go. What I do when I'm cleaning deer is anything that looks undesirable, get rid of it. And that way you know everything else is good. Okay, so I have already made some jerky. I've got this much left marinating, I've got my 2 front shoulders that I'll smoke, and these 2 bags are going to get ground up with bacon to make burger. I guess I'll smoke them 2 front shoulders. Got to get that deer put up and put away. I'll start with a little fat pine or pine lighter. Oh, there's a good one. A little fire started with some fat pine, and now I'm going to put some of that good beech wood on there to smoke with. That is good smoking wood. But so is this cherry. Wow, we got all kinds of good wood to smoke with here. Let's see what we're gonna do. Take a piece of that, piece of that. I think I'll take some of that cherry too. That's good stuff. All right, we'll let that pine burn off and get some good smoke coming. Looking good. All right, looking good. Here we go. I got my seasoned salt on these front shoulders, and the smoke will be all they need. And like I said, I will put a link to the video where I show the whole process of making barbecue in the description of this video, if you're interested. A little bit more cherry wood in this thing, you know, load it up and let it do its thing, and I'll go off and do something else. That's what we're looking for. It already smells good. Right, looking good. Almost up to temperature. Yep. Go fetch some more firewood. She's going. Well, while the meat is smoking and getting itself finished, I'm gonna unhook this privacy fence that I came up with and a couch. Always plenty to do around here. Work never ends. I had to stop for a second, go find George, but like a good dog, he ran up on the porch. Yay! Come on, George, let's go down to the other end. That looks like a deer over there across the river. Huh, sure enough, they're sitting there eating. There's actually 5 deer in there. They're hard to see, they're like right in the fence, but there's 5 of them. I can just barely make them out. There's 1, 2, there goes a head, another head. Yep, that's cool. It's been a couple hours. Oh yeah, starting to look good already. Whoa, gonna be beautiful. Yummy. Well, now that's what I call smoking. Wow. Whoa. Woo-wee. Wow. Nice. Good. Gotta keep checking it. But it's looking good. It's been about 4 hours, and man, it's looking good already. Looking real good. Working good. Well, another task, putting this couch together. I think I'll maybe tackle that. Yeah, okay. It seems like it goes together pretty simple. Some slots, Allen head screws. Let me go find some, like these things. Here we go. I ran out of daylight and I ran out of steam last night, so I come out this morning to start putting this couch together, and I see 3 deer right there in the yard. I know Georgia is going to freak out when he spots them. Huh, look at that, will ya? George, stop it. Yep. I guess George scared him away. There they go. They're gone. I got the grinder set up. I'm gonna make my ground. I got some bacon ends and pieces. Our favorite bacon, Carolina Prime. Just a lot of fatty end pieces, perfect for this. It does help if the bacon's a little frozen. Mine's not, it'll still be okay. So it works pretty good. I like it. I bought this grinder for about 300 bucks from Bass Pro, maybe 10, 12 years ago, and it's worked great. I've used it every year, borrowed it or loaned it to friends. They've used it, and it's never given us any trouble. It was a good investment. I like it. Good bit of ground. Got my bacon fat in it. I'll kind of mix it up, and when I guess what I'll do is vacuum seal it into 1 pound packages. But there, another job done. Yay! Right, George? Woo! I will shrink wrap them, but for now I just put them in these baggies so I can get them to my other freezer. But I got, I'm gonna guess this is probably 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. I'm probably got 10 or 12 pounds of ground. Yay, love it. Right, George? He's busy watching the birds. I'm glad they're back. The hawk must have left. They're out there enjoying the sunflower seeds. Love it. Putting up deer meat's a lot of work. Now on to the next task. I'm going to take the meat that I had marinating right here in Dale's for my jerky. I'm going to go ahead and load up the dehydrator again. You know, I could shoot a deer and take it right to the processor and let him take care of everything, but I know how to make it taste exactly the way I like it to taste. So I like doing it myself. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it just to know exactly what you're eating and get it just the way you want it. Deer hunting's fun, but the hard part, the work part, comes after you get one. But it's worth it. Like making this jerky. Everybody likes jerky, or almost everybody. It makes a great Christmas present. Christmas is coming up, so I try to make jerky every year. Here we go. Another set, ready for the dehydrator. That was a lot of work, but yay! I got it done. Well, almost done. I still gotta make my barbecue out of those smoked front shoulders, but that part's kind of easy and fun too. I appreciate y'all coming along. And hey, you hunters, if you haven't ever processed your own deer, give it a shot. I think you'll like it. Easy. You debone the meat. There's no right or wrong. You just debone it. You get rid of everything that looks unedible, and you chop the rest up any way you want it and make food out of it. Keep the whole thing on in your cooler on fresh ice every day. Keep changing it for about 5 to 10 days. Anyways, I appreciate y'all coming along. And don't forget, if you like the channel, subscribe, put a comment in it. See you on the next one.